If you've been scrolling through endless listings, watching side-by-side videos, and still can't decide whether a big screen TV plus a soundbar actually upgrades your movie night, you're not alone. The hesitation is real. Spending a chunk of your budget on a bundle that promises premium picture and immersive audio can feel like a gamble, especially when you have a decent built-in TV speaker and a modest streaming stick already. The good news is, by the end of this review you should have a clear picture of who will genuinely benefit from this Hisense 85-inch QD7 TV paired with the AX3120Q soundbar, and who can safely skip it. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First, let's talk about the TV itself. An 85-inch screen is essentially a visual centerpiece, and the QD7's mini LED backlight promises up to 600 nits of peak brightness. In practical terms, that means you'll see brighter highlights in HDR content without washing out the rest of the image. When you're watching a sunny outdoor scene in a well-lit living room, the extra brightness helps keep details from disappearing in the glare. The QLED color layer adds a bit more punch to reds and greens, so sports fans will notice more vivid team colors, and movie lovers will get richer skin tones. That said, if your viewing space is a small bedroom or you plan to keep the TV in a low-light corner, the massive size could be overwhelming and the high peak brightness may not be fully utilized. Now for the audio side. The AX3120Q soundbar is a 3.1.2 channel system, which essentially means you have 3 front-firing drivers, a dedicated subwoofer, and 2 upward-firing speakers that aim to create a Dolby Atmos effect. In everyday use, the subwoofer delivers a noticeable low-end thump that brings out explosions and bass-driven music, but it's not so aggressive that it vibrates your entire wall. In a typical living room of about 250,300 square feet, the soundbar fills the space nicely. You'll hear dialogue clearly, which is a big win for TV shows with fast-talking characters. The quick touch EQ modes let you switch between preset audio profiles like movie, music, or voice with a single tap, so you don't have to fiddle with settings every time you change content. If you're the type who enjoys a quick, one-press solution, that feature alone can make a night with friends feel smoother. One of the biggest concerns when buying a soundbar is whether it will truly improve dialogue clarity. The AX3120Q includes a dedicated center channel driver that focuses on speech frequencies. In practice, this means that a news broadcast or a sitcom will sound more distinct than the smeared dialogue you sometimes get from TV speaker stacks. I tested it with a streaming series that has overlapping conversations, and the voices remained separate without the need for subtitles, a tangible benefit for anyone who finds themselves leaning forward to catch every word. However, the bundle isn't without its drawbacks. The first is connectivity. While the TV is a Fire TV model with built-in Alexa support, the soundbar's Press and Ask Alexa integration means you can control volume and playback with voice, but the two devices don't automatically sync the audio-video delay. In a few instances, you'll notice a slight lag of about 1/10 of a second between what's on the screen and the corresponding sound. Most users won't find it jarring, but if you're a serious gamer who relies on split-second timing, that mismatch could be a deal-breaker. Room size is another practical factor. The 3.1.2 configuration is designed for medium-sized spaces. If your living room is larger than 400 square feet, you might find the Atmos effect feels more like a subtle halo than an enveloping dome. The upward-firing speakers need a ceiling that can reflect sound back down. Low or heavily textured ceilings can diminish that sense of height. Conversely, in a compact apartment, the subwoofer's bass might become a bit boomy, potentially bothering neighbors in adjacent units. The bundle is best suited for a typical family room where the ceiling is flat and the space isn't excessively large. Let's address the value proposition. With a single purchase you're getting a massive QLED TV, a mini LED backlight for high brightness, a full-featured Fire TV platform, and a Dolby Atmos-capable sound system. For the price point, that is a fairly comprehensive home entertainment upgrade. If you were already planning to buy a new TV and a separate soundbar, you'd likely end up spending more buying comparable brands piece by piece. The convenience of a matched bundle also means the remote control can manage both devices, reducing the clutter of multiple remotes, a small but genuine quality of life improvement. Who should buy this bundle? If you're a family that watches a mix of movies, sports, and streaming series, and you have a medium-sized living room with a flat ceiling, this package will likely meet your expectations. The bright, colorful picture will make HDR games look impressive, while the soundbar will keep dialogue clear and add enough bass to make action scenes feel impactful. Also, if you're already invested in the Amazon ecosystem and enjoy using Alexa,